What's up, my fellow Chibits? Today, I'm here to bring you a Fairy Tail anime review. So last week, I kind of skipped out on Fairy Tail because I was quite busy Friday. Like, Friday and Saturday, so much anime came out that I was just swamped with so much to review that I just decided to actually just get some rest and sleep early and, get rest on that Friday night. And I kind of just skipped Fairy Tail that week. I did watch the episode, don't worry about that. I kind of skipped over it because I was just really busy and I was tired, I wanted to sleep and stuff like that. So that's kind of my reasoning for why Fairy Tail didn't come out last week. But anyways, I'm back. I'm here to bring you more anime reviews of Fairy Tail. And anyways, let's begin. So we're finally back to canon. We're finally back to the true story of Fairy Tail. Now, if you did not know, last week, Fairy Tail's canon finally got back on track last week. So we're back into the real arc, the real stuff that's going on in the manga. So we begin the Sun Village arc, and with this episode, we have Fairy Tail on a new mission to figure out what is happening in this village, the Sun Village, and try to figure out what happened to the Eternal Flame and how they can fix it and stuff like that. So pretty much the main premise of this arc is very simple. You have it where Fairy Tail is going to this village, they're trying to figure out what has caused ice to freeze this entire village, and how can they fix this, and how can they make it to where the Eternal Flame once again, shines brightly. And that is what this episode and the last episode sets up. But there's a lot more things going on if we look closely at this episode and last episode. With last week's episode, we had the introduction of one of the Wizard Saints, Warrod, and Warrod, I have to tell you, he looks pretty fucking amazing in the anime. Like, wow, I've been waiting for Warrod's anime appearance since I first read the manga. I remember reading the manga and seeing Warrod in the manga, and I was like, this dude's gonna look so freaking weird in the anime, and come to find out, when I finally saw him in the anime, he looks like a giant-ass tree. Like, he's a tree. He's a fucking tree. That's what he looks like. I mean, that is exactly what he is. I mean, he's a tree. I mean, he controls nature, which is very powerful, by the way. I mean, him being a wizard saint and all that, being able to control nature, just incredibly powerful. I mean, he says he's not that powerful in the last episode. I remember him saying something like that. But the point is, he's still incredibly strong. Did you see how much magic he used? He moved Fairy Tail over to the Sun Village arc, and he was moving this giant-ass tree and manipulating it for miles. So yeah, the dude is incredibly strong if he did get serious. So I just wanted to point that out. So, the thing is, when it came to this episode, we have it to where there's giants in this village. And Erza starts putting pieces together where she starts figuring out that the giants were pulling out their weapons and they were protecting or attacking or defending something. And she kind of realizes that they were defending and protecting the Eternal Flame. And so she heads into the opposite direction of what the giants were facing, and she finds where the Eternal Flame is going to be. But at the end of the episode, we see how she turns into a child. So what the fuck happened there? Yeah, just little lolly Erza. She's kind of cute. Just, cute little child Erza. Just child version. I just want to say that. It's adorable getting to see her in a child form. Now, with the episode, we got some solid progression going on here. I mean, you have it to where we figure out how this ice is going to be undone, because the moon drip was revealed once again in this episode, and Mashima brought back up moon drip as a relevant part of this arc. Because if we remember, in the first major arc of Fairy Tail, you had to where moon drip played a vital role, and finally it's brought back to the front of the story, and it's being used to probably undo what has happened to the Eternal Flame. It's probably the only thing that can undo what has happened to the Eternal Flame. But here's the question that we have to wonder: is that enough to really defrost the village? I mean, there's barely any in that bottle. I mean, if you look at the bottle, there's barely anything. Can that little bottle defrost the Eternal Flame? We have to wonder. I mean, let me know your thoughts in the comments below on that, Chibits. I'm curious. Now, opening and ending song. We have a new opening and ending song, and I really like the opening and ending song of this new arc that we're getting into. I really do. The music is fucking great. But usually when it comes to Fairy Tail openings and endings, there's always good opening and endings. Like, I don't think there's one opening or ending of Fairy Tail I truly dislike. I like all the openings and endings, but that's coming to the music. Now, getting into the specific scenes of the opening, holy shit, the spoilers are freaking ridiculous. Like, They just, as you know, I'm a manga reader, but the point is, it's so fairly fucking obvious with some spoilers in that opening. Like, the spoilers are just, oh my god. Fairy Tail has a lot of spoilers and openings, but seriously, people want to watch the opening and enjoy the opening and music. That's how viewers of anime-onlys want to do. They want to watch the opening, and they want to hear the damn good music. That's how anime-onlys are, and that's how I am. But when you watch an opening, and you see all these fucking spoilers spoiling the entire arc, like, yo, there's probably spoilers in that opening that was spoiling maybe 30 to 40 episodes down the road, maybe. And that's crazy. That's straight up freaking crazy. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, A1, what the... So yeah, I just want to say my thoughts about that. It's just like, it's very disrespectful for anime-onlys. It really is. Just spoiling the shit out of them with that opening. But that's Fairy Tail. That's Fairy Tail's openings for you. But good music, by the way. Good music and good ending song music is very good. And that's pretty much it when it came to this episode. I mean, it sets up with the treasure hunters running away with the moon drip and stuff like that. And you have to wonder, you know, how's Fairy Tail going to beat them? I mean, I highly doubt they could really stand much of a chance because they're, you know, a treasure hunting guild. They're not fucking wizards, so... yeah, they're not going to be much of a challenge in my personal opinion. Just going to say that right now. And it's kind of obvious they wouldn't because Fairy Tail, wizards, non-wizards... yeah, you can weigh the two, and it's pretty freaking obvious. So tell me your thoughts. How do you feel about this week's episode of Fairy Tail? Sorry about the review being delayed today, because I was quite sidetracked, but these reviews will be back on track next upcoming weekend. So have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.